All right, guys, we're going to be talking about Sage Steele here in this video. If you guys actually do follow us over there on the sports channel, you would know that she actually used to work for ESPN. She's actually one of the few conservatives over there, and she was very, very critical of ESPN during her time there. When it came to the jab, she reluctantly got the jab because ESPN put a mandate in place that you had to a certain date to get the Wuhan virus jab or you were out of a job. Now, Sage Steele, she loved her job, but she didn't want to get it, but she got it just to keep her job. And she was actually on Jay Cutler's podcast, and she was critical of Barack Obama for identifying as black, despite the fact that his black father was nowhere around. And Sage Steele is also mixed race also as well. Both of her parents were around. They're still married. But anyway, I digress. Sage Steele, now that she is no longer at ESPN, she was actually on with Bill Maher. And in 2021, she actually interviewed Beijing Biden for ESPN. Now, why would ESPN want to interview Beijing Biden? I have no idea, to tell you the truth. But we know they were not going to go anywhere near Donald Trump back in 2020 or 2019, ever since he got in office. ESPN went off the deep end when Donald Trump got into office. Well, let's jump over here to Outkick here and look at this here. Sage Steele shares troubling details of Beijing Biden's mental state during an interview, claims he trailed off. And we also got another video clip we're going to watch here. Benny Johnson also posted this clip as well on X. Give me a follow on X at RealJohnMatrix, 2 X's, trying to get to 1,000 followers over there. But we'll get to this video here in a minute. But back to this. We know that during the 2020 presidential campaign, Joe Biden did not campaign. This man was locked up in his basement. And you know what? That was a very, very good strategy by the Democrats, because if that man actually did get out there and campaign, he would have fallen flat on his face. Mentally, Joe Biden was already declining back in 2020. We all knew it. We all could see it. And that's why I believe, guys, you see how now the DNC says that there's going to be no primary debates on the Democrat side? That's a good reason. Joe Biden is not there. And when it comes to the general election, if Joe Biden is still the pick for the Democrats and he has to go up against Donald Trump, there will be zero debates. I'm going to say that again. There will be no debates for the general election if Joe Biden is on the Democrat ticket. A lot of people believe that Joe Biden will not be on the ticket. Of course, people talking about Gavin Newsom, Michelle Obama's name has came up, and some others. But if Beijing Biden is on the ticket, there will be no debates because this man is a shell of himself. He's gotten worse. He's been falling down. The man is just all over the place. He doesn't know right from left. We've seen this man shake hands with air. I mean, it's embarrassing, man. But anyway, check this out. Sage Steele's interview with Beijing Biden was less than stellar. Steele interviewed Beijing Biden in 2021 when she was at ESPN, but things weren't ideal. The outspoken sports analyst claimed during an interview with Bill Maher's Club Random podcast, quote, I don't like him. I think he's a terrible president. However, forget that. The human aspect of what we're witnessing right now with him, to me, is heartbreaking. And it's inexcusable by the family when you knew during the election, Steele said during the interview with Maher, according to Fox News. One of the major issues with the interview was Biden's mental state wasn't sharp. Remember, this is back in 2021. In fact, he didn't even know at first who he was speaking to. From Steele's recollection, Beijing Biden seemed a bit out of it. Wow. Now, this was not a face-to-face interview. Of course, that was during the whole Wuhan virus thing. She goes on here, quote, "It was satellite. It wasn't in person. We're having a technical issue. And so I had to, like BS. I had to chit-chat, waiting for us to start rolling. Well, what he started to do, of course, he has someone next to him, and they keep a black light curtain over the lens of the camera, so you can't see him until the last second. But you can hear, and we're chit-chatting, so I can hear him, and he goes, 'What is this for?' And he's like, 'Who am I talking to? Wait, what's her name?' Steele further explained. This man had no idea whatsoever what the interview was about. He had no idea who he was actually interviewing with. I mean, this is sad, man, what they have done to this man. I'm not a fan of Beijing Biden. You guys know that. But this man should not be in office. The man has no idea who he's actually interviewing with or what the interview is about. Man, this is sad, man. This is really sad. Check this out. From there, Biden trailed off during the interview with Steele after not even knowing who he was talking to. Oh my God. That is just really, really sad. But this is what Sage Steele has said. Quote, "I was going, oh my God." And then he said, "Sports Center, ESPN." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And so I said, "What do you say?" "Hi, Beijing Biden. Nice to meet you." And so I'm trying just to fill time. And he said, "I used to play football." And so he started to tell football stories of his greatness. That's probably all lies. And again, I can't see him. You can see the curtain. He goes, "And I have the best hands. What do you say to that?" And then I said, quote, "Oh, so you were a receiver?" And he started to explain it. And here's the saddest thing. His voice just trailed off. He said, quote, "I was good." And then he went silent. And he goes, never mind. The former ESPN star explained to Mar. Wow. So 2 years ago, this man clearly had signs of decline, and we all knew it. And he's gotten worse. This is sad, man. Let's go ahead and watch this clip here that Benny Johnson posted on X. Listen into this.
And then I said, oh, so you were a receiver? And he started to explain it. And here's the saddest thing. His voice just trailed off. He said, "I was good." And then he went silent and he goes, "Oh, never mind." No, you're laughing. I thought it was so sad because I realized that's why he was in his basement during the whole election cycle. Right. Because even then, he couldn't finish his sentences. He struggled. So forget about politics. I don't care. I didn't vote for him. However, that made me sad to realize.
So you didn't vote for Biden either?
No. Wow. No.
And that's okay.
Thank you.
Still love you.
Okay, thank you.
And also.
No, hell no, I didn't vote for Biden. And look, look what we have.
Even with the choice being Trump.
Yes.
But see, that's A, B, C, D, E. That's just the E. You gotta accept the E. It's okay. It is. I will never really understand it, or him, or half the country. But you know what? I love people who have crazy E's.
Wow. So there you have it, man. Joe Biden, behind the scenes, without the camera rolling, Sage Steele got a first-hand account that this man is not well. She didn't vote for him, not a surprise. Sage Steele is actually a conservative. I have no idea who she actually voted for. But clearly the establishment wanted Joe Biden, and that's what we got. And now we have a whole bunch of destruction here in this country. Joe Biden, still as of today, is running in 2024. You notice this man is not campaigning right now. 2024, I'm pretty sure the campaigns are going to start to heat up, but this man is not going to campaign in 2024. There will be no debates. I'm sticking by that. I truly believe there will be 0 debates if Joe Biden is on the ticket. This country's in a lot of trouble, man. And 2024 is going to be the biggest election of our lifetime. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.